beard, at least a mustache. It's a very male thing to do. It's natural. It's normal. It's that every trendy has them now. Basically, everyone has them. And it's weird to have anti-gun people with beards. So I guess liberals have been so emasculated and they drink so many estrogens and look so much like a woman, they've had their country taken, their freedom taken, their huevos taken, so they grow a beard to feel like they're a man. At least that's in the right direction. I don't have a beard because it's scratchy and I don't like it. But when I make a joke about beards or something, I'm not insulting 80% of men that have beards nowadays. It's just, it's fads themselves. But maybe that's a good fad, because I was thinking this morning, I always try to wear green on St. Paddy's Day, because I guess I've got some Irish on my dad's side of the family. Most people in Texas are part Irish, and I like Irish culture. And that's an old fad that came out of culture of people that were seen as second-class citizens saying, hey, I'm going to wear green on this day. I'm proud to be Irish. So I'm all for fads if they come from the people in the grassroots. The fad is the Second Amendment is getting very popular, and it's not going away. I don't like globalist fake culture, and South by Southwest is all about manufacturing that. I'm not just picking on McDonald's here, folks. I'm not against a chicken fried steak or a big cheeseburger if it's healthy bread and healthy beef and cheese. It's the GMO. We're not the Bloomberg crowd that wants to tax salt. They ignore all the GMO and then go after something, you know, unreasonable. Just like there's real environmental problems, but they go after carbon dioxide that plants need. So this is how the globalists control things. McDonald's gives money, you can look it up, to open borders, anti-gun, globalism, fake feminist garbage. They are horrible. And their food is amongst some of the worst. And so that's, and Bill Gates is involved. And so that's why we're hammering this globalist organization. Pepsi, you know, uses fetal tissue for their flavor enhancers. I mean, I have to stand up against that. If you got stock in Pepsi, sorry. You know, I don't own money in prisons. I told you 15 years ago, buy that. It's only going to go up if you're evil. I won't be part of it. I won't buy money in, you know, drone companies because I know it's being used for evil. Now, you can make your own decisions, but that's all coming up. And I haven't mentioned all day, and I should have, this 10% off at InfoWarsStore.com on all the supplements, the T-shirts, the books, the films, the shortwave radios, just the hundreds and hundreds of great items, the survival seed banks, the highest quality, non-GMO, heirloom, open-pollinated seeds, just amazing, life-giving, fun stuff that funds our operation. It's 15% off on water right now with promo code WATER15. I forgot that. But everything else is 10% off, promo code at the end at checkout. Super. InfoWarsStore.com. Take advantage of this. It's only running until tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, and your purchase helps us build up this operation and send reporters all over the world, not just all over the United States. Okay, building a peoples-based, liberty-based, Americana-based media system, that's what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, and taking the culture back, that's what this broadcast is all about. Okay, let's now go back to the press conference where Joe Biggs is talking to children and others, warning about GMOs. He has the alter ego now of Donald McRonald, the brother, and of course, both of them are the sons of John Wayne Gacy, both Ronald McDonald, who follows after his father, and Donald McRonald, who's fighting John Wayne Gacy. And I mean, that is satire, McDonald's, you know that. Well, who knows? Let's just put John Wayne Gacy on screen, though. Remember that, well, there is a likeness to Ronald McDonald. It probably is his father. Maybe Obama's father is really John Wayne Gacy, the famous serial killer with all the dead kids in his basement. No, I'm being sarcastic, but Obama does have a lot of dead kids under his belt funding ISIS in the al-Qaeda incarnation. We're going to talk to Joe Biggs as Donald McRonald out there, and then we're going to talk to Anthony Gucciardi. Jakari can't talk to us. He's on camera doing a great job. I know that's exhausting. And then we're going to talk to Rex Jones, my son. So let's go to Joe Biggs, Donald McRonald. Donald McRonald, what are you doing?
Donald, give us your take on what's going on here.
Well, so far, the cops have come out here in record number, and they're trying to tell me that I can't be out here using the bullhorn telling people about GMOs. It's pretty crazy. All we're doing is educating the population out here about the bad additives and fillers that are in McDonald's food, and they come out here and harass us. And they said if we step foot on McDonald's property again, I'm going to go to jail.
You wouldn't do very well in jail, would you?
No, they wouldn't like me in there. Because I'll be be spreading truth and knowledge.
Go ahead, Ronald.
All right, here we go. Rex is here. Rex wants to give his take as well.
I'm Donald.
Ronald, why are you protesting against McDonald's landfill?
Well, because they have silicone breast implant fillers inside their chicken nuggets. They've got silly putty. You've heard of that, right?
Of course I do.
What do you know about it?
I like to play with my food.
Yeah, but when you get older, you shouldn't be playing with stuff anymore. You should be eating good and healthy food.
I don't want to be a mutant like those people on the wall over there. Is that what happened to you, Ronald?
Well, yeah, I'm a bit of a mutant. You don't want to keep evolving into a mutated form with like 3 eyes and like extra arms?
I mean, like, how did you eat that food? Like,
Well, Rex, you were saying earlier, he was standing over there and he was saying, hey, look, even I know I don't want to eat this garbage. Tell us about that.
well, obviously it belongs in a trash can because any ice cream or burger with 3 eyes and a mouth is not natural.
No, it's pretty simple, and we give these people these informational pamphlets here, which actually just say everything that's in the food in a very limited amount, which is admitted on McDonald's.com that they do use, in fact, the yoga mat chemicals. They do use high fructose corn syrup, which contains mercury. They do use, MSG derivatives and aspartame derivatives. We've been giving that to everyone, and mostly they've just been like, yes, we actually know about this. We shouldn't eat this. Wow, we're pretty terrible people.
I mean, it's like really disgusting. I just have one more thing to say. I'm not loving it at all. I'm hating it.
I'm not loving it.
Spokesperson, Donald McRonald.
I'm the ethical twin brother. Hey, don't eat a McDonald's. It's got poison inside.
Some guy also came up earlier. In fact, I think he's over there right now.
Oh, boy.
And he was saying, it was actually, I hope we could use it in the video. He was saying, well, I know McDonald's is bad, but when I see Kobe Bryant make a dunk shot and then eat a burger, it makes me think it's acceptable and it's cool. He literally said that.
That person's
on film.
moron under mind control.
Yes, exactly. But the sad thing is he represents a lot of people. Did you hear when we were talking about that, Rex, earlier?
Anthony, hold on a second before we talk to Rex. I want to get you guys to give us a tour on the outside of how it's like a concentration camp with barbed wire. And then these blob creatures that are the new mascots that you can look like them, or at least your liver can, if you eat enough GMO and enough silly putty additive. Here we go. So they're basically telling you that space aliens eat this. Go ahead.
This is the left of the entrance. That truck right there is where the food is lovingly made, as in microwaved. There is barbed wire all around the compound till the very end. There is a truck right there with all of the food that they'll ever need for the next 6 years because of the preservatives. And here is the fence, and behind here you can see where they lovingly create this food, where they are loving it. Some individuals smoking cigarettes over here. Inside is the unattainable compound of the McNugget factory. But I wanted to show you the entrance as well, where we tried to enter, and we were able to enter yesterday, and we're thrown out and sold.
Those creatures on the side of the wall look like Fallujah babies, and I'm not being mean when I say that. They actually look like DU babies.
They are Fukushima children, but these are not the worst. I want to show you the true art. Before you walk in, here's the entrance here we're getting to, and I'll try to dictate it verbally as well. We're walking into the entrance surrounded by barbed wire, where they will not let you in. But then there are these creatures, representative of McDonald's. There is a skull at the bottom, as well as some weird Ronald McDonald stepchild or something that looks diseased and riddled with acne on its forehead and has a
Well, it's skulls. It's skulls.
There's actually skulls at the bottom, yes, in front of the McDonald's.
Keep it on that, because we're going to Google DU babies, Iraq, and show folks how this is in our face. Because if you look at the blimped out babies, it's hellish, and I almost cry when I see it. That is actually what it does. In fact, that could be a McDonald's. Oh, my God. Look at that poor baby right there. The one that looks like a slee stack. I mean, praise God that we're getting the word on this, but pray for these poor little babies. In fact, get it off screen. I can't even look at it. My God. Go up, because it looks like DU babies. I'm not kidding. The one on the side right there looks like a DU baby. I don't mean to be gross, folks. That's what's going on here. The other side's a DU baby. Just go around. I mean, you understand the conspiracy, folks? They psychically have a rule. This is not the average McDonald's employees, but the higher-ups. They must tell you what they're going to do to you beforehand. Look, that one has an eye patch on. That one has scars. It's like Frankenstein. And notice how it's almost subliminal. It's not real obvious. It's all hidden in plain view.
I can't enter or they'll kill me, but there's one with the eye patch up there as well.
God help us.
And this is all around the building. I mean, let's be clear. This is all around the barbed wire building here. All of these. There's like hundreds of them.
And notice, this is like the mass hallucination of the globalists where everyone's getting ugly and fat and getting cancer and zits all over us and just disease and just, and then it's just like they're just showing you what they're doing to you, going, it's ugly, it's sexy, hurt yourself, because they know subconsciously you know the truth. By the way, I've had dinner with top PR psychologists and psychiatrists that work for one of them worked for one of the biggest cereal companies. I was up in Minnesota once with Ted Anderson, and we had dinner with a radio station owner who worked for these people. And when they called him in and told him what they wanted him to do, you know, it was in confidence. I shouldn't even go this far because that was like 12 years ago. He may not even be alive now. He was really old, but I looked it up. He was talking about Smurf cereal and then the Smurf show and what they were trying to do to the kids with it, and I'm not allowed to say because it was in confidence. I'm just the weapons they use. I mean, this is a Twilight Zone I'm living in, man. They got skulls and mutated babies all around the McDonald's, and it's officially their stuff. I mean, Anthony, can we handle this? Because